You are once more welcome to this lecture room. We want to look at what is meant by numbers in mathematics. Numbers can be categorized into two parts in mathematics. We have the set of numbers we call the real numbers. We have another set of numbers we call the complex numbers. Now, according to what we are going to be having right now, we'll be focusing our attention on real numbers. In another class, we'll be dealing with complex numbers. Now, let's deal with real numbers now. Real numbers are as follows. Real numbers, they are as follows. We have the set of number we call the natural numbers. We have another set of number we call the integers. Integers is divided into negative and positive integers. Where we have another set of number we call the non-negative integers. We have among the real number too a set of number we call the rational numbers, and we have the one we call the irrational numbers. Irrational numbers. Now, these are the set of numbers that are called real numbers. Any numbers that falls under the set of numbers that we have here are called the real numbers. I'm now going to use a number line to show you some of these numbers now. I have a number line like this, which I take this place as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have here minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 5, till infinity. Also this one till infinity. Now, the natural numbers are the numbers that start from 1 till infinity. These are the natural numbers. From 1, they will go on like that till infinity. While the positive integers also, they can be regarded as well as natural numbers. Positive integers, they also start from 1 till infinity. So natural number can also be regarded as positive integers. Now, the negative integers start from minus 1, that's from negative of 1 till infinity as well. Negative integers, they start from minus 1 till infinity. You'll be wondering, since I've been mentioning those numbers, I've not talked about 0. From 0, alongside all the forms of natural number, are the numbers we call the non-negative integers. They are called the what? The non-negative integers. I'm not going to show you what is meant by the rational number. As the name implies, the name is gotten from the word ratio. Ratio happens to be the set of values that always come in form of fraction. It will have the numerator and the denominator. In rational number, the denominator must not be equal to 0. If the denominator is equal to 0, that one is no more a rational number. So take note of that. It is very, very important. Take note of that very well. Now, don't forget, I have told you that in rational number, the denominator value must not be equal to 0. Example of natural numbers could be 1 over 5, 2 over 3, minus 3 over 4. No, I'm just giving examples. You can have also 2.25, 0.25. You can have even 0 is a natural number as well. We have also 3, which this 3 can be converted into 3 over 1. You know, any whole number like that, it can make it rational by just turning into 3 over 1 like this. Then you can also have 0 over 3. All these set of numbers are called a natural number. Another thing to note in natural number is that the natural number will have a limited decimal point when they are divided with one another. Notice, you will see, discover that the value you are going to have after the decimal point will not be unlimited. So it is referred to as natural number if it comes like that. But when you have a set of value whereby when you do the division or any calculation on them, the particular set of values that are after the decimal point are numerous up to like 10, 9. Those one will be regarded to as irrational number. So let's look at irrational number now. Irrational numbers, these are the set of numbers that are not rational, as the name implies. They are non-rationals. And as well, you need to note that the rational number will have unlimited value after the decimal point. We have unlimited value after the decimal point. For instance, the pi that we are all used to, which most of us are familiar with calling pi 22 over 7. That is not the real value of pi. Pi, I will just tell you that you cannot place it. You cannot say that it is 22 over 7 because if you check 22 over 7, it's going to have a limited values after the decimal point. But pi itself is equal to 3.1415926 and 589. You can see the values that are after the decimal point. It is quite numerous, so that is why we cannot regard to as a pi as 22 over 7. But for convenience sake, we always give pi the value of 22 over 7. Note, you always discover that whenever you are solving mathematics, they will say take pi equal to 22 over 7. They just want to make use of it in that way like that. Now, another set of natural numbers or examples of natural number, so you can have something like root 2 is a good example of natural number. Check the value of root 2, you see that it's going to have numerals of value after the decimal point. We have root 5, root 11, to mention a few. They still have more values that are also natural numbers. So we are glad that you have been able to witness this class today. Please don't hesitate to come to the next class by subscribing to our channel on YouTube. When you subscribe to our channel, you'll be able to have more information concerning mathematics, how easy it is to be solved and how easy it is to be understood. Thank you. We want to now look at what is meant by complex number. What do we understand by complex number? We have been able to look at real numbers, and I've given you the set of different type of real numbers that we have. Let's now look at complex number. Complex number are referred to as imaginary unit. Imaginary unit in the sense that, let me give you a very good example of how a complex number can be created. For instance, if you have x squared plus 4 is equal to 0. If we have x squared plus 4 is equal to 0, by saying this, we can say that x squared is equal to minus 4. Now, for us to be able to find the value of x here, we will say that you have to find the square root of both sides. Now, for you to find the square root of both sides, we'll say x squared square root is equal to root minus 4 square root. So, x will be equal to root minus 4. This is what we refer to as an imaginary number. It is a complex number in mathematics. Now, complex number can be expressed in the form a plus bi, where a and b are real numbers. A and b, they are real numbers, while the I there, the I is given a name called iota. The name of that I is called an iota, which is an imaginary number. Imaginary number. It is an imaginary number. Take note of that. Now, the value of that I is, that I has a value of root of minus 1. That is the value of this iota. Take note of that. So, example of different type of complex number as follow. We have examples. We have 3 minus 2i. We can have something like that. We can have something like minus 2 squared plus 6i. We have it as many as possible like that. To mention a few here, these are the examples we have for imaginary number. Since the value we are going to have at the I, don't forget that the value of this iota is regards to as minus root of minus 1. So by inserting that one into this set of value A, we're going to have a root that's going to have a negative value. And when a root has a negative value, it has turned the whole set of information into a complex number. In this case here, this and these are the real number here, while these are imaginary numbers that we have in this set of information here. With this information I've given you so far, you should be able to have little knowledge as regard the complex number. In our subsequent class, we'll be dealing with how we can use complex number in some mathematical applications, and the real number as well. Make sure you take note of them because they are applicable when you are doing some mathematics in future, most especially when you are dealing with mathematics such as set theory, such as some other set of informations like in mathematics like that. So please stay tuned to our channel, subscribe to our channel, or else we'll be giving you more information on mathematics, how to solve it and how to make it easy for you to understand. Thank you.